It's Thursday, which means we here at CoinMarketCap look at an obscure holiday to celebrate. And today is, let's see here, Feast of Fabulous Wild Men Day. Who comes up with these? Anyway, I'm your host, Andrew, and this is Crypto Espresso, your teeny tiny daily shot of caffeinated crypto headlines. If you want to celebrate my fabulous wild pectorals, I won't stop you. Maybe. Just maybe 2023 will be different. Bitcoin has surged beyond $18,000 for the first time in a month, fueled by a 9-day rally. Oh yeah! The world's #1 cryptocurrency has accelerated by 9.5% since the year began, and there's optimism in the wider market that inflation is cooling down, and the pace of interest rates might be slow. As always, there are challenges ahead, with Coinbase's CEO recently warning that the contagion may spread deeper into the crypto industry. But let's take our small wins here. Ether's just cracked $1,400 for the first time since November, and Avalanche is rallying 23% over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin's move may have also been helped by the S&P 500, which closed Wednesday up 1%. On Thursday, hotly anticipated CPI data from the US will reveal how inflation changed in December, so keep those fingies crossed. A faint flicker of hope for victims of FTX, since their new management team appears to be making good progress in recovering funds for customers. Last month, the recovered funds figure stood at $1 billion, but now it's quintupled to $5 billion. It's a blend of cash and liquid cryptocurrencies and excludes a treasure trove of altcoins that are just too illiquid to sell. Despite this nugget of good news, though, the bankruptcy court was told that it remains difficult to ascertain just how much money is missing, which means the real risk remains that customers just won't get all of their money back. Adam Landis, an attorney representing the exchange, said, "We know what Alameda did with the money. It bought planes, houses, threw parties, made political donations. It made personal loans to its founders." Staying with FTX, as the latest estimates suggest 9 million FTX customers had deposited a whopping $20 billion. And in other developments, the judge has ruled that their identities will remain secret for at least another 3 months. John Dorsey effectively sided with FTX's new management, who feared that disclosing their names and personal details could lead to identity theft and unlawful harm. Of course, there are other concerns at play here, as details of FTX's customer book could also be valuable to rivals. This is an unusual ruling, considering that the details of creditors are usually disclosed in court filings. You may remember that the circumstances of Celsius Network's customers were laid bare in a 14,500-page document just last year. And more FTX news, as FTX Arena has just been Thanos-snapped from existence. Officials in Miami have been given permission to scrub the stadium of the doomed exchange's branding. The arena is home to the NBA's Miami Heat team, and Sam Bankman-Fried had paid a jaw-dropping $135 million for naming rights in a 19-year deal. Unfortunately, removing all traces of FTX from the arena will take a bit more than a screwdriver, a pencil eraser, and a rag. Its logo is currently emblazoned on the stadium's roof with advertising throughout the arena itself. The bankrupt platform's branding also appears on polo shirts worn by security workers and the identity cards used by the staff, the report noted. At this stage, it's pretty unclear whether there's another business that's waiting in the wings to pounce on the naming rights for the stadium, but removing the branding of a disgraced company that filed for bankruptcy does kind of feel like a priority right now. And finally, for those wanting to partly own a James Bond villain lair, El Salvador has passed a new law that will pave the way for those long-awaited volcano bonds. Aw yeah! They had been due to launch in March of 2022, but their rollout has been repeatedly delayed because Bitcoin's value has plummeted. The plan? Raise $1 billion, with half of that sum being invested into Bitcoin, the other half spent on infrastructure. This would include ambitious plans to build Bitcoin City, a metropolis that would sit at the base of a volcano. The Central American nation's Bitcoin office has described it as a landmark law, adding, "El Salvador is at the epicenter of Bitcoin adoption and thus economic freedom, financial sovereignty, censorship resistance, and unconfiscatable wealth." And here's something else they can never take away from you: liking this video, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and clicking on that little bell icon to get buzzed whenever a new Crypto Espresso video goes live. And here's something that they have taken away from you: commenting on this video, because spam bots ruin everything for everyone. Questions about our headlines or crypto in general? Ask Alex in that description below. Alex is always a great resource for all things Web3 and the metaverse, and that about does it for today. Again, I've been your host, Andrew. These have been your headlines, and we'll see all of your beautiful shining faces tomorrow.